We have just one break tonight because I'm not sure how long it's going to take, but I think it's going to take us a while. There's so many cards in this. And it is a half case of 2017 Topps Update Baseball, the jumbo case. So yeah, it's got a lot of cards in it. You will see there we had 4 unsold teams. That is the Marlins, the Pirates, the Rays, and the Jays. If anybody wants to pick up one of those teams, it's $10 a team. That includes shipping. Just jump into chat and let me know that, and I would send you an invoice by way of PayPal. Excuse me, sorry, allergies or something. Been terrible today. And if no one is interested in that, we'll get ready and start the break here in a moment. Gosh, I hope I don't have that going on all night. That won't be fun for any of us, will it? So let's go ahead and take a look at our spreadsheet. Looks like nobody's interested in our open team, so there is no need to wait. Let's start getting into this. I see here that I left off the word jumbo, so let me fix that real quick. That just in case, I like to have it there for posterity's sake. So once again, we are looking at 3 boxes of 2017 Topps Update Series Jumbo Baseball. This is a half case break. This is break number 1 because it just came out today. Jimmy, I did send out updated invoices like right after the auctions ended. I fixed all of the invoices. So you're saying that if you're trying to pay from a mobile device, that might be one reason why yours still shows that it is incorrect. Let me just walk into the office again, Jimmy, and I'll try and send it to you again. But if you are on a mobile device, for some reason it has trouble with manually combined invoices sometimes. So if that's the case, just go to ebay.com on your phone browser or go through your desktop or a laptop and it should be fine. And I will go back into the office and take a look. But I did manually adjust all of them, so that's really weird. All right, Jimmy, I just basically resent it. You'll have to let me know if it looks the same or different to you. I didn't really change anything other than I just hit send invoice again, so we'll see what happens. So once again, of course, our 3 boxes of 2017 Update Series Jumbo half case break. That's what we're working on tonight. It ended tonight. It came out tonight. We're breaking it tonight. Yeah, all that fun stuff. Team names are on the left, winning bidders across from it on the right. The unsold teams are noted with no bids buyback, so if you see anything come out for one of those teams, it'll just stay here with me. Otherwise, it will head out the door to one of you. And shipping on this, there's a tremendous number of cards in this, guys, to sort and ship. I am anticipating that I can get some of it out on Saturday, and the rest of it will probably be Monday. Because, of course, the post office is closed on Sunday, and obviously we're already at Wednesday night, so that gives me a couple of days to try to get it sorted and ready. So hopefully Saturday. Anything that doesn't go Saturday would go Monday. I'm taking all of our boxes out right now. You guys that break with me often, you know how this works. And we're going to number our boxes on the end and then let random.org decide which ones we open tonight. I did notice when I was in there putting Jimmy's invoice or sending Jimmy's invoice again, I noticed we have quite a few unpaid teams tonight, so the rest of you who have not paid, please jump in there and take care of payment so that you are, you know, hold your spot in the break and all such as that. So let's see what we come up with over here. And once again, we're just going to put all 6 boxes in here. We're going to hit random 1 time, and whatever 3 numbers come up, those are the 3 boxes we will open tonight. And looks like that is 6, 5, and 1 are the boxes we're going to bust into today. So there's 5 and 6 already stacked, making our lives easy. So, you know, we may end up with our Yankees-Dodgers World Series. Telling you what, Yankees are coming along, aren't they? After being in the hole so badly before. I'm going to move these so this camera will readjust its lighting, and then I'm going to take it off of autofocus, and that will throw the background out of focus, but that's okay because what we're interested in are our cards and being able to look at them up nice and closely without having the camera zoom in and out all the time. So, excuse me, each one of our jumbo boxes here should have 1 autograph and 2 relic hits in it. So we're looking for 3 hits a box. And yeah, there's tons and tons of cards in here. I think there's 500 cards in each jumbo box. So you're talking about a 1,500 card break here. That's why I'm saying it's going to take a while to get that sorted. There's a lot of them. I don't know if you all had a chance to look at the checklist or not. I took a quick look at it the other day. And, I mean, of course, you never know what you're going to hit in any given box or any given case. But definitely there is the potential for us to hit some nice things. Hopefully that's going to be what happens tonight and every night. We're always looking for the big hits. And I tell you, Aaron has really stepped up his game, right? I mean, he was having a little bit of a, well, you know how his season was. Red hot, then a slump after the All-Star break, then started heating up again, then went into a slump again at the start of the postseason. In the last 3 games, he has really played well. Of course, he always plays well defensively, but offensively, he has played really well these last few games. So, always glad to see him back in the groove, so to speak. You know what? Maybe we'll just do these 1 pack at a time because there are... I gotta get to, there are so many cards in each pack. We'll get to our, where are, well, in the middle. I wanted to cut it so that we could save our hits for last, but since it's gonna take me a pack or 2 to figure out exactly where the middle is, we'll just start like this. And of course, you're gonna see lots and lots of base cards in here. You know how that works. This has update always full of those. And of course, you know, we're going to see lots of All-Star game things, but of course it also has a team name on there. So even though it says All-Star game, it's still going to go to the team name that is designated on the card. That is a little, is that Home Run Derby? Yeah, a little Home Run Derby. And some of these... This is my first time looking at these two, obviously, so I'm trying to figure out what we have that might be numbered or whatnot as we go along. Rediscover Tops. So, you know, we always find bunches of those in here. Anytime we do a Series 1 or a Series 2 or update, any of those always have lots of Rediscover Tops cards in them. Little Cal Ripken insert there. I'm sure that's a reprint of, yeah, reprint. That is a little 30th anniversary. I'm trying to figure out, is that Tyler Glasnow? I guess that's not numbered. I wanted to get another look at him, but it does not appear to be numbered. But it is, of course, his rookie card. But a little Jake Lamb, and that's with our with the anniversary stamp on it that we've had all throughout the year. Kind of trying to set some of our inserts aside over there, just in case we want to refer back to them at some point. And they do have these, I don't know why they always do this, why you get them going in so many different directions in one pack, but they do like to do that. Benintendi insert, glove work. Another Benintendi, this one, the foil, or I call it the foil. I believe that's probably what they refer to it as technically as well. Untouchables. These are always good for set building. It's always nice to break a little Series 1, Series 2 and update for that purpose. Nice little Louis Castillo rookie. Bellinger rookie. Another Bellinger. Photo variation, one or the other, or one's All-Star Game and the other one is the it's going to be our relic. Well, trying to get us sorted out here. The next Dynasty. That's a nice little card for the Yankees. Is that going to be numbered? I guess it's not. I thought it might be, but Rediscover Tops for the Red Sox with Spike Owen. Little Ian Happ rookie. Another Bellinger, which is, I think that is still yet a third variation on the Bellingers. Yeah, so that's the third Bellinger variation that we've got in here so far. Moncada. Quintana, this should be numbered. Yeah, there it is. I sometimes have trouble seeing it with that black ink, but it's numbered to 2017. I don't even know if I can get it where you guys can see it. Maybe like that angle. Hopefully you saw it. Manny Machado, Molina, and an Untouchables for the Mets, Tom Seaver. And our first relic out is Mike Trout. Hank Aaron Award for the Angels. All right, I think we have, well, we almost had everything going in one direction. For a brief second we did. Now, try that. So a little Aaron Judge, excuse me, Aaron Judge Home Run Derby. Bradley Zimmer rookie. Brenson rookie. Another Moncada. It's a little Christian Arroyo in the foil insert. Eddie Murray, Orioles, that's one of the reprints. I don't know why I have two separate piles of stuff going down there, but for some reason I do. A little Benintendi with the 30th anniversary stamp on it. And our second relic, this one for the Cubbies, event-worn memorabilia Wade Davis All-Star Game. All-Star Stitches. Hi, All-American. Yeah, they're always, that is one thing about Topps when you're looking at Series 1, Series 2, or Update. Their numbered cards are virtually always numbered to correspond with the year. So, you know, when you're in 2010, they're numbered to 2010. When you're in 2017, they're numbered to 2017, and so on and so forth. So, yeah. That's the way they've been doing that for a number of years. But, you know, this is more of a, what's the word I'm looking for? It's a different kind of product, obviously. There's a nice little Rookie Davis rookie card than our high-end stuff. So, you know, it doesn't ever have, like, real, I shouldn't say it never has, but it doesn't often have a lot of low-numbered stuff. Yet some of the things that you pull out of here can be worth a good amount of money. Just look up some of the Mike Trout stuff out of Update and some of the Bryce Harper out of Update. I mean, out of their rookie years. That is for the Nationals, Coda Glover. Greg Holland for the Rockies, our All-Star Game foil. Carlos Correa, All-Star Game. Untouchables for the Braves with Glavine. There's another Aaron Judge. This just looks like a base rookie. Of course, you know, originally when they were talking about this product and when we were, it's a nice little Bregman rookie as well, and when we were first ordering this product, Topps was like, oh, it's going to have, you know, Cody Bellinger in it, and it's probably our first product that we'll have all year with Cody Bellinger in it. So everybody's thinking, okay, well, you're not going to put him in until Update? Well, all right. And then, of course, you know what happened. They started putting him in all the way back at Allen and Ginter. But, you know, had this been the first product Bellinger had autographs in, it would have been, you know, too hot to touch. As it is, he's well represented in here, so that's the good thing. We're going to go ahead and bring our center, our middle, up to the front. Tim Raines Expos, you guys know that's a reprint, but the Expos, of course, are the current Nationals, so that's going to the Nationals. A little Cal Ripken. Nice Ian Happ 30th anniversary. But yeah, there can definitely be some value in Update. It just depends, you know, like anything else. It all depends on what you pull. And of course, the buy-in on Update and Series 1 and Series 2 and some of these others is not nearly the price of some of our more high-end series. So that also works in your favor a little bit. Another Aaron Judge Home Run Derby. An Ian Happ, that is a variation of some sort, I think. I'm trying to see, what is that? 17. What was our other Ian Happ numbered? I don't know, maybe the other one was the variation, but anyway, that is a different Ian Happ than we saw before. Trevor Cahill for the Padres in the foil. Usually you can like figure out where to hit these right on the short prints, or not the short prints, on the inserts, but they're making it a little more difficult to find the inserts tonight for whatever reason. That should have us on top with them, I believe. Bradley Zimmer for the Indians. There's an Untouchables. Felix Hernandez for the Mariners. Here's our first signature hit. So this is the, you know, we've already hit the 2 relics out of this box. This is Amir Garrett for the Reds. My little Cincinnati Reds. I really do think we may end up with Yankees Dodgers World Series. Secretly, that's kind of what I've been hoping for. I just think that'd be the most interesting matchup that we could have. And then we could see Bellinger versus Judge for the World Series, which would be kind of fun. That should be numbered for the Mariners, and it is numbered to 2017. Let's get our little, well, those are wanting to slide right off the top. Let's get our middle out. And then try to get everything else somewhat organized. And if you guys want to go faster or slower through all the base cards, all you need to do is just, another Bellinger rookie, just jump in to chat and let me know. And I am always happy to accommodate that. I tend to, when we have a lot of base, as we do tonight, I tend to go a little faster through it. Rangers, Rediscover Topps, Rick Leach. Of course, all those Rediscover Topps cards, you guys are familiar with those, I'm sure, from having done other breaks. They're all buyback cards, so sometimes they're not in perfect condition. And then they stamp the Rediscover Topps on them and insert them in the pack. They don't take the place of a regular card, but they're just in addition to. This one is also numbered to 2017 for the Rays. All-American, I don't remember what the total base set, that was a nice little Moncada. Noah Syndergaard, 30th. We'll have to set Heidi aside. She'll end up going to random. What we'll probably do, I'm sure we're going to find some more announcers and personalities, and we'll end up probably just putting all of those into random and awarding them to one person. So All-American, I mean, there's 3,000 cards in the box and a full case of jumbo. We're opening a half case, so we're going through 1,500 cards. But as to the total number of cards in update, I don't know. It probably, though, says, if you look at the listing, I always put at the bottom of the listing the product description, and I'm going to imagine that in that product description it probably says somewhere how many cards comprise the, what did I just hit? I just hit the wrong thing trying to wake the screen up. How many cards comprise the base set and update, because I really don't know. I mean, it's a lot though, obviously, but that is true of Series 1 and Series 2 as well. Yeah, that's why we don't open a full case of this, because that would be a 3,000 card break, which is a tremendous number of cards. That Rookie Davis will be numbered to 2017. Yeah, they don't play on Series 1, Series 2, and Update. They put a lot of cards in there. Max Scherzer. Another untouchable. That one, Greg Maddux. All right. Basically, every time I'm trying to get all the cards going in one direction. I'm also trying to get us to the little center, like if it were a little Tootsie Roll pop to this, to the Tootsie Roll center of the pack, because that's where all the inserts are, you know, in Series 1 and Series 2 and Update. The inserts are always in the middle. So I'm just trying to get those sorted out separately. There is yet another Bellinger variation. That one is the Home Run Derby. Another Aaron Judge base card. Another Aaron Judge All-Star Game. Benintendi rookie. Aurora. Go ahead and move these off to the side. You know, I get weird about my stacks getting too tall. Oh, you played high school ball with who? All-American? Ian Happ, rookie, numbered to 2017. An Ozzie Smith reprint for the Padres. Oh, Corey Seager, Mike Trout, 30th anniversary. All right, so that, I'm still going to leave Heidi sitting right over there to remind me that we've got to award her via random. So that was the end of box 1. This is box 2 that we're getting ready to start on right now. Whoops, whoops, whoops. I cut that wrong. I just saw the foil card. Well, we'll get to it. We'll cut out the rest of the inserts and the foil cards in there by himself, floating around. Oh, you played with Greg Maddux. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that's always a nice claim to fame, to have played ball with Greg Maddux. See another Aurora. Another Benintendi. There's our little foil card that I accidentally separated from the rest of the inserts a minute ago. We're going to put him back where he belongs. And that is Robinson Cano All-Star Game for the Mariners. Ivan Rodriguez, Rangers, All Rookie Cup. Another Aurora insert. 2 Auroras back to back. That one's 30th anniversary. Cubbies with their trophy. I do not believe they are going to be hoisting that trophy this year. At least not the way it was looking most recently. Oh, did I just stack? I did stack the inserts with the base there for a second. Well, you know, it's all relative, All-American. 1986, in some ways, was a long time ago. In other ways, it just seems like it was right around the corner, doesn't it? I'm just going to leave those like that. That's the rest of our inserts. You know, and it's like when you were younger, didn't it seem like, or at least it did to me, it just seemed like it took forever to get through a year. And now, it's as we get older, it's like you blink and the year is gone. And of course, you know, people always tell you that when you're younger. Oh, just wait till you get older. You know, and you're always like, yeah, right. Until you actually hit whatever that magical age is, and then you're like, oh yeah, now I get it. There's an Ian Happ. That will be numbered to 2017 for the Rays. Oh, a nice little Ken Griffey Jr. reprint All Rookie Cup. Another Ian Happ. That'll be some sort of a, you know, that's an insert, so a short print or something similar. Bradley Zimmer went by. This is Charlie Blackmon All-Star Game material for the Rockies. So the first of our 2 relic hits out of box number 2. We got one more of those to find. Another one of our buybacks. That one for the Yankees. Oh, Scott, you graduated in 1986. Okay, cool. So we've got a few people in here that definitely remember the 80s. I definitely remember the 80s as well, so I'm with you on that. Henry says 1986 was a long year being a Red Sox fan. Yeah, I can see that. Hey man, I'm a Cincinnati Reds fan, so almost every year is a long year for me. Occasionally they're not, but since, yeah, most of the time it's a long year for me, being a Reds fan. But I do also like the Dodgers. I lived in California for a while, so I was a little bit of a Dodgers fan too. And honestly, I like a number of the other teams, just because I like to watch certain players or certain matchups, so it keeps me from getting too down in the well about my poor Cincinnati Reds. And one of these days, I say that all the time, one of these days we're going to be good again. Chavez to 2017. I'm trying to get that at an angle where you can see that numbering on there, but it really just does not show up very well, that little black writing on there. Jeff Bagwell, blast from the past for the Astros. Speaking of Eddie Murray, another blast from the past. Ozuna 30th anniversary, another one of our announcers that'll end up going out via random. And what we'll do, those guys are tabbing, that's funny. We'll just take all of the announcer cards and make them one group, and then we will award that group as a whole to one bidding position. So we'll just put all 30 teams into random. Random can then determine for us which ones, you know, who's going to get that little set of announcers. Not that anybody's probably really dying to get the little set of announcers, but yet someone's going to get it. Oh, Scott, you've been a Yankees fan since the 70s. That's cool. I like a lot of the Yankees players, so I do watch the Yankees fairly often. And, of course, everybody, you know, I think is having fun watching Aaron Judge this year. It's been a lot of fun with him and Bellinger both being so good. And honestly, we've just had a lot of good teams this year. I mean, the Astros have been excellent. The Indians had that great run of, I think it ended up being 22 games. And we've had had a fun year with baseball this year. Gio Gonzalez buyback rediscover tops for the Nationals. Ruiz numbered to 2017 for the Mariners. Mike Piazza when he was with the Dodgers. Can hear my little cats down there fighting. Always sounds like there's going to be bloodshed. Oh, I definitely agree with you, Henry. The Yankees are ahead of schedule in their rebuild, for sure. I mean, nobody expected them to be where they are right now at this point in time. So, absolutely. I mean, I think anybody who's a Yankees fan's got to be pretty excited about what you've got going on with your team right now. Nice group of young players, and if you can get just a few more, there's a glove work insert, Francisco Lindor. You know, you just get a couple more years experience in there. Of course, you may not need a couple more years experience. You might end up in the World Series and winning the World Series this year. I don't know. Dodgers look tough, though. They really do. I don't think the Yankees can go down 2-0 like they did against the Indians and against the Astros. I don't think they can afford to do that against the Dodgers. So if it ends up being Yankees, Dodgers, I think the Yankees have got to come out a little more urgently, maybe that's the word I'm looking for, than they have in their playoff series so far. Orlando Arcia, foil for the Brewers. Roger Clemens for the Blue Jays. Here is our signature out of this box. It's Lamet for the Padres. 30th anniversary stamp on it again. So we should still have one more relic to find. Whoops. Jordan Montgomery was hiding back there. We should have one more relic to find in this particular box. Yeah, there are a lot of Bellinger variations, and I've seen at least we've seen maybe 3 of Judge, and I've seen 3 or 4 of Bellinger. I'm setting them, most of them, aside for the Bellingers and the Judges so that we can maybe get a little bit better look at how many variations we have. I may have stacked one or two in the regular pile by accident, but I'm trying to put at least one representative card for each variation that I see. But you know, that's kind of typical of Update as well, really. If you look back historically, you know, Bryce Harper had what? I think 3 different rookie variations that I remember in 2010 Update, and one of them is worth quite a bit more than the other 2. You know, the other 2 were $3, $4, $5 cards, and then there's one that's like a $70 card, obviously the shorter print of the group. So historically, they will have more than one pose in Update for the high-profile rookies. Castillo numbered to 2017 for the Reds. Little Chipper Jones, how about that? Chipper for the Braves. Gutierrez should be low numbered, and it is 20 of 25 on the Gutierrez for the Dodgers. Little Matt Holliday 30th. All-American, you say you don't like Puig, huh? You know, you hear all kinds of things. Who knows how much of it is true or not, but certainly the rumor is that he can be difficult at times in the locker room. I don't know how much of that is accurate or not, but you're right. He has an immense amount of talent. Maybe not always fully capitalized on it. I have to move those stacks. They're getting quite tall back there. Next week we're supposed to have Archive Signature Series Active Players Edition. Josh Reddick insert for the Astros. Seth Smith for the Orioles in the foil variation. Little Tyler Glasnow variation at Holiday. But so what I've been told in the last couple of days, though, apparently Topps has come back to the distributors and said, oh, hey, yeah, we don't have... now, keep in mind, this product's supposed to release a week from today. And apparently, sometime, you know, towards the end of last week, they went to the distributors and said, yeah, we're a little short on assets, meaning they don't have enough autographs. And so they're cutting everybody's order, like, by a bunch. So I don't know how much I'm going to end up with. Had a good amount, or what I thought was going to be a decent amount, but I don't know about now. But Active Players Edition, you know, I mean, it's going to be in demand for sure. There's a nice little Dansby rookie debut. But it seems kind of weird, though, right? That they would be this far into the season and then not have the resources to finish up their products. I'm like, now everybody's done playing with the exception of a handful of teams. You would think Just put your little guy on the plane with a suitcase of cards and stand there and watch them get signed, but I guess that's not how it works. Oh, Henry, you were at the Celtics game last night. Man, I saw the clip of that injury to Hayward. That was terrible. I mean, I feel awful for that guy. And 5 minutes in, you know, he's with a new team. He's like, there's another Piazza, that one for the Mets. He's all excited about starting his new tenure with the Celtics, and to have that happen, and that was just, oh, it was brutal. Miguel Cabrera is our relic here, another Hank Aaron Award winner. That one for the Tigers. So, I mean, I can't even imagine what that was like live. Are you, Henry, were you in any of the pictures? You know, they show the pictures of him on the floor, and I was looking at some of them today, and I saw the people in the crowd that were immediately in that vicinity. I saw that you said you were like fourth row up. And everybody just looked absolutely horrified. I mean, I'm sure that it is much, much worse in person than it even looked on television, but I wondered if you were on that side of the court. Like, did it happen right in front of you? Oh, I'm sure the place went silent. I mean, gosh, that was just terrible. Guess it was, who was it, Paul George, right, that broke his leg a few years back. I think it was Paul George. You know, and you always think about how, you know, you have to just hit it just exactly right. I mean, he dislocated his ankle and broke his leg. It's for the A's Rediscover Topps buyback. And just the force he had to land with, and then the awkward position to cause that to happen. It's just 1 in a million. Poor guy. I like Gordon Hayward, too. Seems like a really stand-up kind of guy. Eric Young to 2017 for the Angels. Mazzara throwback jersey insert for the Rangers. Craig Kimbrell. Untouchables Clayton Kershaw. A little Robinson Cano All-Star Game numbered 250. Yeah, I didn't watch the game myself. I was told, though, that LeBron at one point went back into the locker room as well to check on Hayward, and that like all of the Cavs were being, you know, were equally shocked and were really being supportive of him, which of course is nice to hear. Oh, you didn't like Paul George. You're glad he's gone. Well, you know. Yeah, I mean, it's tough sometimes, I think. Those players that are, especially if they're, you don't want to say head and shoulders above, but sometimes I think if they're the best player on the team and they don't have a supporting cast of players of similar stature, I think sometimes it makes it worse. Rediscover Topps, Lonnie Smith for the Braves buyback. In terms of what you're talking about, Scott, where it seems like, you know, that the player is like a me first ego kind of guy. I think definitely the people in Cleveland experienced that when LeBron left the first time. And then, of course, he ultimately came back, and it sounds like he's going to leave again. You never know, of course, but, I mean, that's course, everybody knows that's been the buzz for the last year, but be hard to have a wilder off season than we had this past. So many trades and so much unexpected stuff. Howie Kendrick for the Phillies to 2017. That was Cardinals. Oh, little Hank Aaron for the Braves. Cool. I know it said Milwaukee Braves, but you guys know that the Milwaukee Braves are the current Atlanta Braves. Card always stays with its franchise, but figured that might be worth saying, just in case somebody saw the Milwaukee part and thought that the Hank Aaron should be coming to them with the Brewers. That would not be the case. It is the Milwaukee Brewers on there, which is the current Atlanta Braves. So this brings us to our third and final box. Oh, Scott, you're saying Paul George didn't want to be the leader. Okay, well, honestly, I haven't watched the Pacers play enough to have an informed opinion about that. I have, of course, seen Paul George play, and there's no question he's a good player, but sometimes good players just aren't a good fit for whatever reason. Witness DeMarcus Cousins with Kings, for example. Just doesn't seem to have ever really been a good fit up there. But if he can figure it out with AD, if the two of them can get on the page together, and then, of course, they picked up Rondo in the off season, but then he had to go out with sports hernia surgery. But they have the pieces there in New Orleans if they can figure out how to make them fit together. That's going to be the question. But they don't have long to figure it out because everybody, Boogie's free agent next year, and AD's not far behind him. AD might be the year after, if I'm thinking right. For the Orioles to 2017, a little Gary Carter. Oh, wow, there's one you don't see very often. Expos, which, of course, is the current Nationals. Another Aurora. Of course, you know what I'm waiting to see for next year for baseball. What's going to happen with Ohtani? I mean, if he comes over and gets rolling, from all accounts, he's going to be awesome. Of course, we already know we've got some nice rookies coming up. But Ohtani, wow, that would be like the icing on the cake. Todd Frazier looks like he has been the steal of the century, right? For the Yankees. I mean, what a nice pickup that was. He has been playing very, very well. I don't really know what made me think of that. I guess I saw a Yankees card, and for some reason I started dissecting the game in my head. Chris Sale, Red Sox. Foil, Drew Robinson for the Rangers. Oh, there's your little Aaron Judge insert, which is most likely a short print in here with our insert series. Oh, I hadn't heard much about Todd Frazier in terms of in the clubhouse with the Yankees specifically. I mean, just his general rep has always been that he's a good guy. So I'm glad to hear that that continues to be the case. I mean, he's just been playing so well. I think he's made a big, big difference for them in the postseason. Verlander was another trade that had a big impact. I mean, he's been crazy good for the Astros. And that's one you certainly wouldn't have expected to see coming. I mean, who would have ever thought that Verlander would have left Detroit? I mean, he had a no-trade clause, didn't he? Or did I dream that? Dwayne Kuiper for the Indians. That, of course, another buyback with the rediscovered tops on it. Bonilla to 2,117 for the Reds. The All-Rookie Cup reprint for Carlton Fisk. Little Billy Hamilton, 30th anniversary. Get our inserts, and our relic I saw go by, so we'll have it coming up momentarily. You know, I don't know about Joey Votto and the Reds. I mean, I don't know. It seems like he's happy there. That's to 2017. But obviously at some point, I mean, the guy is such an excellent player. At some point, you know he's going to want to win. There is a Bellinger rookie insert. So you have to kind of wonder, what is he going to do? I don't know. I mean, I would hate to lose Joey Votto because I'm a Reds fan. I adore Joey Votto, but they've got to get some pieces to go around him, particularly pitching, as we all know. Bryce Harper, Hank Aaron Award relic. Of course, you know, I mean, we've got Hunter Green, but that's down the road, you know. I mean, there's things you can project out that will happen in the years ahead, but does Joey Votto, you know, at his age, does he want to wait for the years ahead? I don't know. If we don't get our pitching straightened out, we're never gonna be good. Of course, word is that we may not even hang on to Cozart. You know, I mean, he's getting ready to head out, and I don't know that we're even going to offer Cozart a max deal or a matching offer to hang on to him. Of course, it helps that you have Scooter Gennett, who thought Scooter Gennett was going to turn out like that when we got that trade, right? I mean, yeah. I mean, certainly you would look at Scooter at the Brewers and think, you know, he's a fine position player that you can plug in here and there, but I did not expect him to have the kind of year that he's had, or that he had. So I don't know, if we can just get pitching sorted out, we would be okay. That's a big if, though. And part of it is, do you win now or do you win later, you know? So do you trade away your good prospects in the farm system to get good now? Or do you hang on to them, hope to be good later, and you lose some of your veterans along the way? I don't know. Michael Martinez, foil for the Indians. Haha, Johnny Bench. I love Johnny Bench. All Rookie Cup reprint 2017. Speaking of, there is Joey Votto, a little all-star game. Brandon Phillips. Tell you what, it just kills me that they have to put these cards going in 18 different directions. I just wish they could all go in one nice direction. Doesn't work like that though, ever. We haven't pulled our signature out of this box yet, have we? I don't think we have. We should have another signature yet to find. I'll try to conjure us up a big hit. We had a great box of Bowman Chrome last night, or not box, case. Better than, probably the best one I've had so far, out of the 9 or 10 we've done. So I'm hoping to carry that fire over, is my point. For the Mariners, Jamie Allen, buyback, rediscover tops. Scott, I know you want Joey Votto for your Yankees, but I want to keep him with my Cincinnati Reds. That is to 2017 for the Mets. Ian Happ, rookie insert. Barry Larkin. Oh, fun. But yeah, Votto is an excellent player. There's no question. And everything I have ever seen of him or read about him or witnessed from him, he just seems like a stand-up, all-around good guy, besides being an excellent ball player. But, you know, I mean, like everybody else, at some point you just want to win, you know? When you're that good, you don't want to just be stuck. So that's always the million-dollar question. How long can you hang on to them when you're not winning? Or not winning in any meaningful way. You know what I mean. Obviously, they win some games, but another Bellinger home run derby. Brad Goldberg, numbered to 2017 for the White Sox. A little Tom Seaver for the Mets, all Rookie Cup reprint. Rizzo for the Cubbies. Buyback Paul Shuey. And oh, that's, well, I'll have to, I don't even know where he played. I'll have to look that up. Wherever he played the longest, where that one will go. And for the Indians, the guy whose name I never, ever, ever, ever pronounce right. Miha, which is not right. Max Scherzer for the Nationals, our All-Star Stitches relic card out of this box. You know, I used to have a crazy big baseball card collection, like, period. I had so many, and all the way back, I mean, like some really nice older cards. And when I went to college, I don't know, I downsized a lot of stuff, I guess is the way to say it. And I sold off the majority of my baseball card collection. I kept a few, including a Johnny Bench rookie card, which I managed to get away from my cousins when I was young. They kind of got me started in collecting, I guess, and maybe they didn't actually totally get me started in collecting cards, but they definitely helped my collection along. They were quite a bit older than I was, and they would trade with me, and they would trade me some good stuff a lot of times, especially because I like the Reds and whatever. But, you know, as a kid, I didn't know any better, so I didn't take very good care of them either. So it's not like I have a Johnny Bench rookie that would grade a 10. I have a Johnny Bench rookie that would probably grade like a 6. But I have it, and, you know, and I have a lot of good memories with it because of the way I got it, too. So I kept a handful of those original cards when I got rid of the rest of them, but not like an extraordinary number. And then when I came back into collecting, which was just a few years ago, I kind of leaned more towards collecting football at that point and basketball, because I got on a little tear where I wanted to collect all of the former UK players. That's where I went to school, University of Kentucky, that are in the pros. So I got kind of on that tear. That's the 2017 for the Mets. A little Rod Carew reprint for the Twins. Ernie Banks for the Cubbies. Adam Eaton, another announcer that we'll have to put in random. And of course, you know, UK didn't really have a lot of baseball players that were very good. Now, we're certainly getting better than we were. But anyway, my point being, so when I got back into collecting cards and I was going down that direction, I was, of course, getting a lot more football and a lot more, in particular, basketball than baseball. But slowly but surely, I have been rebuilding my Reds collection. But certainly not to the level that it was when I downsized. But I had all the teams. I didn't just have the Reds. I mean, I had a huge collection. But that's what happens, you know. When you hit that certain age, you're like, yeah, you know, I don't need that stuff anymore. And then years go by, and then you're like, oh, wait a minute, why did I get rid of that again? But my whole family, we all collect things. So I come by it naturally anyway. Haniger rookie insert for the Mariners. Wilson Ramos foil for the Rays. A little Manny Machado. Scherzer. Yankees. Well, we did get the Yankees autograph, but man, you know who we were looking for, Aaron Judge, but instead we pulled Jordan Montgomery. So I guess our fire, sorry about that, Jose Ramirez kind of got flying out of my hand there, but I think we did him any damage. He looks okay. Yeah, I was thinking that our fire was going to carry over from last night, but it did not. I mean, we have some okay things in here. I think the Aaron Judge short print, or what I believe is the short print, is probably a better hit for the Yankees than the Jordan Montgomery autograph. Unless Jordan Montgomery turns out to be more than what we think he's going to be. And of course, you know, depending on how it all settles out, some of the Judge and Bellinger variations in here might end up bringing a few bucks when you resell it. If you're reselling it. Some people are, some people aren't. The paper for Judge in particular has been quite good all year. Rangers, buyback, rediscover tops. Austin Slater for the Giants to 2017. A little Alex Bregman glove work insert for the Astros. He's been playing well too. Ted Williams, fly fishing. Ted Williams is fly fishing. That's crazy. Red Sox. Warren Spahn, Braves. All right, so of course we have a giant pile of inserts. We're not going to go through all of those inserts in our recap, but what we will do is take a look at the Aaron Judge again and our two numbered cards and our autograph and our relic hits. I mean, our two numbered cards that are not numbered to 2017. Let me rephrase that. We've got lots of them numbered to 2017, but I don't think we have to recap those. Now we have these three cards right here that are going to be awarded by way of random to somebody. So let's get back to our spreadsheet first so I can grab all the teams. And then I'm going to bring you with me to random. We're going to drop them in there. And there's 30 teams in there. Did I pass it? There's 30 teams in there, so I don't really think we need to hit random more than once. I mean, there's a sufficient number of teams in there that I think we should be fine. So I'll just scroll up and let you see everything did get cut and pasted in there. We're going to hit random one time. Whatever team comes out on the top, we'll take the announcer cards, and that comes up the Nationals. So, actually, let me put, I've got to write that down so that I do not forget it. All right, so these three announcer cards right here, all going with the Nationals. Thanks to random.org for sorting that out for us. Then we have the All-Star Game Robinson Cano numbered to 50. We have the Gutierrez Camo numbered to 25. And the Aaron Judge, which I believe is the short print variation. Our relics, Max Scherzer, Nationals. Bryce Harper, Hank Aaron Award, Nationals. Cabrera, Hank Aaron Award, Tigers. Charlie Blackmon for the Rockies. Wade Davis for the Cubbies. A little Mike Trout for the Angels. And then our signatures, Jordan Montgomery for the Yankees. Lamet for the Padres. And then finally, Amir Garrett for the Reds. So that is our half case of Jumbo tonight. Oh gosh, there's already at least a couple more breaks listed for the Jumbo, with more to come. There's at least one or two more Bowman Chrome breaks already listed. I think I have 2 cases of regular left. One is listed, one may not be yet. Then let me think about what else is up there. Of course, the HTA Bowman Chrome, some of that's listed. And yeah, then all kinds of basketball and football and a bunch more stuff. And new stuff goes up almost every night. So as always, I thank you so much for breaking with me and bidding with me, keeping me company in chat. I hope I will see you again on another break. And in the meantime, look for this stuff to go out maybe some of it Saturday and the rest of it Monday is kind of what I'm thinking. And if I'm really lucky, all of it Saturday. So we're going to shoot for that, but I always like to err on the side of caution. We'll say Saturday or Monday. So that is it for me tonight, guys. Thank you so much. We will see you again next time. Have a great rest of your week. We're at least at the midway point.